All right, thank you for joining us on the program. This is Voice coming to you from Ben Television. My name is Tunde Alabi. This is our community program where we bring you information that is designed to help you, to help our community. Information that is meant to transform you. It's our educational program where we bring you basic information that you will need as individuals, especially as ethnic minority in the United Kingdom. Today, I'm now joined by Barbara Matanda. Barbara is the CEO of To Kickstart You. To Kickstart You is an educational institution. It's an educational firm here in the United Kingdom with specific reference to helping young children attain quality, prosperous education in life. Barbara Matanda. Barbara, thank you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you.
Barbara, how would you assess the level of educational attainment, especially in the ethnic minority community?
I looked at a statistic the other day that said 53% of children in the United Kingdom get 5 A to C grades in GCSE. That means 47% are not. So that's quite a significant
Level of failure.
Yes. And if you look at the statistics more closely and historically, you will find that children of ethnic groups tend to fare worse than, sort of white students. Exactly. So of that 53%,
they fall behind as well.
Exactly.
There has been this discussion that of the top 7 universities in the UK that students from the ethnic minority background struggle to make the top 7 institutions in the UK.
Yes.
Would that be correct, and why?
Well, those institutions would be looking at attainment. And if our children are not achieving the required grades, then it's not possible for them to access education from those leading institutions.
So, for you, what would you say is a basic to get a child into first class university, high grade university? What should parents consider?
Education is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's something that you have to start with your children from an early age. So, I have parents that will bring children to me in their GCSE year, and obviously we will try our best, to maximize the outcome for that child. But if we have a child over a longer period of time, then we can, sort of produce greater results. So the message that I would like to get out to parents is start early. It's very difficult for parents to navigate the education system, particularly, if you've had a negative experience of education yourself. And I think to some extent parents are very trusting of the education system. So you leave your child at the school gate in the morning and you collect them at the end of the day, and you've got no idea what's transpired in between. Parents don't understand what level their child is working at and what that means in relation to the national standard. And this is where we want to come in and be that bridge between parents and the schools and explain things to parents in a way that they understand.
And so that is what To Kickstart You is all about.
That's
Tell us
correct.
more about To Kickstart You.
Yes, so we are a supplementary education provision, providing extra classes for children in maths, English, and science. We start from year 1 right up to A level. We teach in small groups, and what we do is we start by identifying the child's attainment level, as well as identifying their areas of strength and weakness. We will then compile a learning program that's based on their areas of weakness, and those are the areas that we start to address.
So, so if my views are interested, say for instance, you have viewers who are interested in improving the educational attainment of their children, they should not just concentrate on what the child learns in school in the morning or to evening when the child is collected. Is that what the point?
What I'm saying is, do they really understand when they get their child's school report? Do they understand what it's saying to them? Do they understand whether their child is working below, at, or above the expected level? Because in my experience, so many children, the gaps start to sort of develop early on. And every single term, as you know, parents will get reports. They will look at the reports and they won't necessarily take remedial action. So what I'm saying is parents need to understand what is contained in their child's report so that they can make an informed decision. Do they need to get supplementary support to help their child? Because yes, the child is going to school, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the education that they're receiving at school is enabling them to reach the level that they need to read.
That will enable them to achieve the expected goal at the end of
Exactly.
the
Every
term.
parent will understand when they get the GCSE result slip. They will understand whether their child has been successful or
And
not.
they don't need to wait till that time. That's what you're
Exactly.
saying.
It's too late by that time.
So they need to start from when they're young or
Yes.
younger, prepare them very well. And that
Exactly.
is where the supplementary education comes in.
Yeah. I mean, one of the services that we offer is we will assess a child independently and give that information to a parent. Because if you have the information, if somebody tells you that your child is not at the level where they should be, and maybe sometimes parents will be given that information and they don't know what to do. What do you do? Okay, my child is underachieving. What do I do? So, we are there to give parents the information as to what they can do. There's so many decisions that you need to make about your child's education. And if you don't have the information, it's difficult for you to make an informed decision.
So how do you do your work? How do you do it then? How do you get about getting children into the right position they need to be, preparing them for the top grade institutions in life, or
Yeah.
preparing them for a first class GCSE result? How do you do it? How do you
So,
get about
yeah, so what we do, as I said, is we start by assessing where the child is and then identifying their areas of weakness, starting to tackle those areas of weakness that will bring the child up to the expected level and beyond. We also prepare children for admission into selective schools and grammar schools. And those are, sort of vehicles that will then, sort of spur them on to then go into,
to do
high performing.
well thereafter?
Exactly.
Is it like a home service where you send tutors to the children's home, or they come to your home, or they come to like classroom setting? How does it work?
We operate in in centres at the moment. We don't do home tuition, so we've got provision throughout South London, and we would expect the child to come to us, and we would tutor them in small groups. The tuition is very sort of specific to the needs of the child. So no two
it's
children.
not generic.
No,
So it's
no.
for the need of the child
Yes.
is the primary
Yeah.
focus.
I don't believe that one size fits all. I like to treat all my children, all my pupils as individuals. So even if, I'm working with a group of 4 students, each student is working on a different area according to the identified
Their
areas
areas, their
of
strength and weaknesses.
exactly.
But what most parents fear is the costs. My view is looking at me. Can I afford extra class in London or
That's
in
true.
UK? So that's what they look at the fear. What is the average cost? How do parents meet up with paying for that?
Yes. Well, what I would say is education is not cheap. And they would need to pay for the provision that we provide. However,
Saying education is not cheap does not mean you're saying it is an expensive thing to do.
exactly, exactly. And depending on the parents' circumstances, there are benefits that are available to them that can pay for
For the
a
tuition
significant portion
of the tuition.
of it. And if they contact us, we will be able to direct them to where they need to go
How
in
they
order
can
to
explore
access those.
different.
Exactly.
All right, Barbara Matanda, the CEO of To Kickstart You. Do you want to tell us your website? I know it's on the screen for my viewers in case they need to get in touch or they need more information about how they can access educational opportunities that could guarantee attainment, good qualification, good grade for their children. How do they check you up on your website?
Yes, our website is www.tokickstartyou.co.uk.
Want to say that again?
www.tokickstartyou.co.uk.
Number, if you got one.
Telephone number is 020 8685 0673.
All right, so you don't need to wait until your child brings home the result of R or his GCSE before you know what to do. You should take action now. Prepare the child. You don't actually know what the child does between the hour you drop him or her in school and up to the time you collect the child. The extra efforts need to go in place. It's no news that children from ethnic minority backgrounds struggle to get into the top 10, even top 7 institutions in the UK, and then the struggle with their counterparts from other backgrounds. So I think this we should take this seriously. If you're watching this program, you need more information, get in touch with Barbara Matanda on how she can support your family, your children, into getting the best out of the British educational system. Like she said, it's not expensive. There are other opportunities you can take advantage of if you are in one or two benefits that can pay significantly for the tuition, of course, which you can take advantage of. All right. That is the end of the session with Barbara Matanda, CEO to Kickstart You. Barbara, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
We're
very
going to have
much.
you come back again and we'll take more of this issue. We're going on a very short break now, and I'll bring in my next guest, Hussein Esther Ali. Don't go away. Reach the African and other ethnic communities in the United Kingdom with greater impacts and create a platform to hear your silent and unheard views in this hugely green community in the United Kingdom. Our channel, Ben TV, presents to you another live current affairs television program. Our focus on the program is to review and discuss issues around the diaspora community in the UK. The program offers you that unrestricted voice on issues affecting you in the UK. Join us live every Monday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. All right, welcome back, and it's still Voice coming to you, where we take a look at issues that can help our community. This is how educational programs developed to bring information to our community. Now we're looking at starting a business in the United Kingdom, the challenges, the opportunities, and how you can access information, access opportunities, access advantage, including funding and finance for your business in the UK. I'm joined now by Hussein Esther Aliu. Husseina Esther Aliu. She is the CEO of EA Business Consultancy in the UK. Husseina, thank you for joining us on the program today.
Oh, thank you.
Let's quickly look at starting a business. One of the most difficult problems people have is coming up with ideas to kickstart a business.
Absolutely.
How does that become an issue anyway? And how do potential startup business people overcome that?
First of all, it's true that it's very difficult to come up with an idea to start up a business. But one of the best ways to start up a business is follow your passion. If you have a key thing that you have skills in that you enjoy, then it could be a good business idea. For example, one of my clients came to me with no idea of what to do, but she loved photography. So we're able to look at how she can use her passion of photography to start a business. So based on that, we came up with a business plan on how she can target her market and know exactly what the gap is in that area and what type of business she can do. So yes, many people have no idea or come up with a faint idea of what they want to do, but we tailor it to them so that they can meet their specific
So you were
interest.
able to redirect our passion to money making, to profit making, to business.
Absolutely.
And so this is the problem. Everybody does have something they like doing most.
Yes.
But turning that thing into money is a problem, including myself as well.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, a business should be money making. And if you can turn your passion into a business, beautiful. So it's very good to support businesses like in that way. Individuals come from with different background, different experiences, and maybe past work they have done, which they can turn into a business idea. So, but we have to test the market to see if there's a need for that business, because business really is to service the needs of customers.
The major problem people face, people complain quite a lot in this country. They do all hours work, working for somebody. Is that a good idea to say, look, I don't want to stress myself about investing in any business. Let me just take up a job with somebody, go from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or they do different 4 types of job. They do one from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. How helpful is that, or how dangerous is that?
Well, working 8 to 8, first of all, is dangerous to the health. And secondly, you are growing the wealth for other people.
Growing the wealth.
You are growing the wealth for other people. But if you can actually start your own business, business is wealth creation. You are creating wealth for yourself and also doing what you actually enjoy doing. But working 8 to 8, yes, some of us have commitments. I mean, everybody has commitments which we have to work. But as part of a strategy, it's a good thing for people to actually start businesses, in my own opinion.
Can they come by working? Because it's not easy to leave your day job where at the end of the week or at the end of you are guaranteed of a salary to just live for a business that you're not sure of anything. It is what you put in that you get. But how would you advise my viewers to go about it? For those who are just thinking, can I, what should they do?
Well, for women, because I work with a lot of women businesses, there's a lot of opportunity for women to start up businesses in the UK. Currently, for example, my consultancy runs a women in business training for women, and we're able to get grants and funding. We're able to apply for those grants and funding for them to actually start their businesses. So as long as they have a passion, we take them from no idea, we empower them, motivate them, give them the confidence that they can actually think outside the box and actually do something that they enjoy. And most of them, after 5 weeks, actually start their own businesses. So yes, there's a lot of opportunity to start your business if you have the passion. It's hard work, if you can work hard as well. And we give you the skills and the training. There are lots of training programs available as well. And of course, the funding is there as well, which we help them do. And we put them through, after empowering them, the process of coming out with their business plan, with their marketing plan, and their strategic plan. Because for statistics show that 1 in 4 businesses fail in the first year. So we try to make sure that those businesses are profitable and they don't fail. So the difference between our own system and other systems that happen in the UK is we give not only the guidance, but we mentor them on a one-to-one. So we are there for every step of the way. to empower them, show them next thing, what to do, how to get more clients, start the business, then grow it up till if they are ready to continue to hold our consultancy for 2 years, we provide our services as well.
So, but key about this is funding. Most people who have idea, what does kill the idea is lack of fund. And this is where you come in, helping them to access financing and funding for their businesses.
Absolutely.
Up to what amount, and how possible is that?
Oh, well, it depends. To get funding, you have to have a good business case. And to get a good business case, you have to have a very good business plan and marketing plan.
And so these are what you help your clients
Oh,
to
yeah,
do.
and then we put the proposal, the funding proposal and the application together for them. Oh, it depends on the business. Sometimes we've got funding of, for example, from National Lottery. We've got funding for clients for 60,000. There's a client pounds. There's even a client who had just about 240,000 pounds for different projects within the community. So yes, you can get the funding, but it has to be done properly because funding is very challenging because it's very competitive. So, but if you have the correct principles and the correct documentation, of course you can get funding.
So what will you be advising our community, our viewers that are watching this program?
Well, first of all, I want to encourage women to take up businesses because it's it's not as challenging, as difficult as people think to do a business. It's quite easy to start your business. It's easier to do your business than to go and work 8 o'clock till 8 o'clock. Because you follow your passion, you can streamline your life and other challenges to what you like, to your time. It's competitive, but it's doable. For example, currently, we're trying to empower women globally through our EA, Women in Business Network. In that network, it's open to every woman and men as well who want.
I was just about asking you, what is it only women that should do business? What about men?
Yeah, and men.
Don't you have opportunities for men who are also interested in starting up a business?
We do have opportunities for men who want to start up businesses, but we have a special program for women. That's why I keep mentioning women.
Okay.
Our consultancy is open to everybody. Just that currently we have a targeted program for women, and to join us, to empower them, and to set up businesses to change their life. We will develop their skills to improve their capabilities to actually deliver profitable businesses. And for those businesses, for example, there's a client of mine who has been trading for 11 years. And she's been selling African food, different types of African food in a market. She has a lot of skills, but because of domestic challenges, she left those and faced retail in the market. So currently, she travels to and fro to Africa from Nigeria to get these products. It's not necessary. With a proper business plan, she should have a good supply chain whereby her products are delivered directly to her, import and export. We have another client who...
But the trust of getting your specification delivered to you is probably the reason why people travel up and down. And all the cost of shipment.
She has to ship anyway, but if she has a good supplier, which, I mean, for experience of 11 years, she has people that she gets their products from,
that
but
she
instead
could
of,
trust.
yeah, which she can trust, you know. So we have to
Instead of putting her life at risk, time and resources, time she could use in doing something else, thinking she'll use it to travel on the air, on the land.
Yep, absolutely. So we can, and another one is another Sheba's World. And she's been trading for 7 years, and she's been trading as a retailer. So when she came on the program, we empowered her to think bigger. So instead of trading as a retailer, she now has direct contact with China, with India, with Dubai, and she's now a distributor. And most of her products are online. We set up an online marketing tools for her. So she's able to trade online, trade more, trade globally, and she's in a better financial position today. So those are the kind of things that we do at EA Business Consultancy.
Fantastic. I've been talking with Hussaina Esther Aliu, the CEO of EA Business Consultancy, empowering and helping people to get into business of their own, work for themselves and not work for others, help people develop their financial base and not developing other people's financial base. If you keep doing 8 to 9 p.m. job, you're helping others develop their financial base. But I think it's high time we began to look at what we can do with ourselves and for ourselves. Very many of us, we have the problems of deciding, and this is where probably Uzena Anessa Aliyu of EA Business Consultancy come. And if you need more information, you can get them on their website. Where's your website? What's your website?
It's www.eabusinessconsultancy.com.
www.eabusinessconsultancy.com. Phone number?
0777 8169 807. It's a 24-hour service.
Okay, 24 hours. So that is the information you found there. You need help with funding, support for your business startups, or generating ideas for your business startup. Get in touch with Uzena Esther Aliyu. You might find some help instead of wasting away. Uzena, thank you for joining us on the program. We look forward to having you back again on the show.
Thank you very much.
My name is Tunde Alabi. It's been nice having you join us, and take advantage of the program today. Get in touch with our two guests and then move on in life. My name is Tunde Alabi. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. United Kingdom, our channel, Ben TV, presents to you another live current affairs television program. Our focus on the program is to review and discuss issues around the diaspora community in the UK. The program offers you that unrestricted voice on issues affecting you in the UK. Join us live every Monday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon.